Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video, and I am here over on Crystal Isles, and a lot of people are starting to get to the point where they want to tame themselves some wyverns. Now, in order to tame the wild ones, the only way you can do it is by taming the tropical wyverns. And in order to do that, there are two options. One, use crystal. Two, use primal crystal. Now, in order to get primal crystal, there is only one way to do it, and you have to kill one of these big bad boys in front of me. This is like the alpha primal wyvern. It's got some fancy name. Now, I've got a little bit of a strategy that I've been using in order to tame these things, and it's actually not too bad. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to create a giant minefield of gates. Now, you can use stone. It does not matter. I mean, they will tear up stone just a touch. Nothing that's going to be extreme though. I mean, so early game, if you're looking for something, this is a great way to do it because you can do this by yourself without much difficulty. Now, I'm going to be in GCM, so you can kind of see how I've been doing this. It's pretty easy. It's not that, I mean, there's nothing really fancy about it. It's just you need to use these to your advantage because they do a lot of damage. Their blood attack basically drains you for like, give or take, let's call it 4 seconds, I want to say, and it hurts. So you want to be careful about that. And you're going to use this minefield to your advantage. So there's 3 weapons early game that you probably have access to. Long neck, like you see me with right here, crossbow, and shotgun. Now, I've got all 3 of these so I can show you which one is the best. I got numbers turned on so you can see even how much damage I'm doing and how to access this, stuff. You don't need any special tools. You're just going to use these to hide in. I'm going to go ahead and shoot him quickly here. Boom. That did 196 just so you can see. And if he's attacking something, he won't even bother to come after you, which is quite nice. Negative about the long neck, it takes some time to reload, but it is very, very damaging, which is nice. Crossbow can be the early game use, but 95 damage, not that great. Remember, these are prim things, and killing this guy can take some time. So, crossbow's not the best thing to use, but I mean, early game, it's doable. If you can keep him attacking these things down there, that's a good thing. You want to do that. So this big boy, usually only one of these spawns on a map at a time. Now, they only really spawn, at least from what I have seen, over in the zone, the tropical wyvern zone anyways. And when you get these primal crystals off of this guy, basically what you're going to do is he is not going to go down with this crossbow very quickly. So crossbow, I would suggest you use some teammates, but that's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and use the shotgun as my example. Oh boy, hello. So inside here, you can use this to your advantage, don't forget. Kind of run around here, and he will lose aggro and gain aggro to anything nearby. So that's not a bad thing, because he works like a wyvern. So that's a good thing. So we're just going to keep using these to our advantage. Don't get hit by that blood, because you'll have a big problem. Now, if you have some tames, it can be useful to use tames. Let's say you've got like a, I don't even know what you would use. A Giga if you have it early game. A decent Rex can be used to take these things out. Even if you have another wyvern, but they do a lot of damage. And the ones that you're going to be seeing are probably going to be doing per bite about 150 damage. And that doesn't seem like a lot, but that bite pumped up with the blood attack that they have is not something that you want to mess around with. So be very careful about that. But again, because it's a wyvern and it's an alpha, because it's near all these other things, even if they get pissed at you, they continue to try and attack the things that are nearby, which is really awesome, so you can use them to your advantage. But bring this here, because in case you need to, notice how he's still focused over there, you can run in your little maze of stuff and hide amongst these. Now, he will get stuck sometimes in these if he's trying to get to you, so you can use them to your heavy advantage, and he'll continue to try and attack you. You can build a normal wyvern trap for an alpha if you want to do that, but you don't have to. I still think the shotgun is probably the best thing you can use. You have to be level 65 to tame wyverns anyways, so it's not really worth it for anything else. And we almost got him toast. So just to give you a comparison, you could use a long neck, much more accurate, even at distance. And 196 base damage, not too shabby. There you go. Alright, I'm going to see if I can get the binoculars here. Nope, I can't. Okay, oh well. So, we're just going to go ahead and do this without binoculars then. Boop. So, I don't know how much health. I'll show you how much health this one has. This is a super low level, so he's probably right around, I don't know, 10k health. But the higher level wilds are going to be easily into the 20-30,000 health range, so they do a ton of damage. But I would use guns if I was you to take this thing out if you don't have the tames to do it. And if you don't have the tames to do it, you should rethink it anyways, because this is not necessarily a good idea, but it's also not a bad idea. So yeah, keep that in mind. I would do this with a couple of buddies because you get a, there it is, Crystal Wyvern down. So you get a bunch of loot for killing him, which is nice. Right off the bat, you can see I got Primal Crystals right there. And then if you check his loot on the inside of his body, sometimes he'll have some extra there for you. Come on, let me, whoa, what just happened there? I don't even understand that. Please? No? Not gonna let me check your body? Okay. Well, you can sometimes check their bodies, and you'll get the loot off of them, but because I shot this one, I got the crystals off of him. If you kill a high-level wild one, you'll get a little bit more from what I've been testing. On my on my personal server cluster, when I did this Primal Crystal thing, I got, I don't know, 30, 40 crystals. So that's something that's kind of unique. We're going to go ahead and grab this guy and harvest him to see if we can get any more off of his body. I don't think you do, just to make sure. And he will leave a bag if he does have some on him. And you get a bunch of crystal, bunch of hide, bunch of raw prime. You won't get any normal meat off of this thing, just so you know. So it looks like it just transferred to me because I was the one that killed him. So whoever kills him will get that additional loot. Not too shabby. And that's kind of how it works. Now, for those of you that haven't used this before, when you have these primal crystals, they only last for like an hour on your body. You can see that this strange crystalline material can be shaped into lenses, used as an electronics component, or mixed into powerful explosives. This particular pulses with primal energy and is Crystal Wyvern's favorite treat. So if you go to the Crystal Wyvern, you can quite literally tame this in almost one tap, and I'll kind of show you that really quickly. Got to find ourselves a Crystal Wyvern first. This island seems to be very popular for him. Just so you can see that, 83.320. And this has a ton of Crystal Wyverns on it, and you just gotta land, run up on them, and tame them. It's not that difficult. I've been using this on my, now that it's been open, it's not too bad at all. And boom, it's that easy. You just run up, and I've got another one there, ready to go. And he will, every time you feed them, they will fly up in the air, and you just have to wait for them to come back down. Or if you're at the point where you have a grappling hook and you have plenty of them, you can grapple to them and just continue to feed them while they're just hanging out. That's probably the best way to do it, in my opinion, to feed them when they're just being pulled by you, because you can feed them while they're in the air. But he will not come back down again for quite a while, and sometimes it loses you a little bit of taming effectiveness, which really sucks. But these primal crystals help a lot, so I'll go ahead and show you what I mean by that. And I'll show you another video how to tame these things to the best of your ability, but notice how he takes off. He's ready to be eating again. So you just run up to him, and oh, not quite, there it goes. So he'll come back down, and if you use normal crystal versus this, you're talking maybe 3% a bite, whereas this crystal gets you like 33% on a lot of these lower level wyverns. Even higher level wyverns, it's still quite a bit. But again, this primal crystal is where it's at. This is how you want to tame these things, and this is the best way to tame these things. So I'm just going to wait for them to come down. And the green one's coming down. Again, see how they're going to come down, lose a little bit of effectiveness. And you got to wait till it's hungry again, and blah, blah, blah. But if you just grapple to them, that's the best way to tame these things, in my opinion. That's how I've been doing it. And I'll show you a video how to do that maybe in a little bit. I wanted to get this last tame, though. So just so you can see that you can feed them in the sky. You saw that little option there. Come on. Please let me feed you. Oh, my goodness. Such a pain in the butt. There it goes. So it did tame. This was a low level, but this is 1 times taming anyways. So it takes 3 for a low level. I don't know if it's going to be that much more for the higher level ones because it's pretty universal, it seems. They scale pretty evenly. So not too bad. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can tame this bad boy. And Primal Crystal. There you go. How are you not tamed? Are you seriously this unhappy with me? It's okay. I guess we'll just, we'll find out later then. This is a really pretty green, though, to be totally honest with you. I would happily tame this one in my regular server or on any server just because look at the colors. These new wyverns have some really cool colors to them. The blood ones with that like really dark colors with the reds is really cool looking. These tropical ones get these rainbow colors and they're pretty sweet too. There's just a lot of really neat things about this mod that makes this game so much fun. Alright, come on, tame. Tame. Please, 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 please. Oh my goodness, I can see your taming bar. Just tame, darn it. Please? Are you gonna land? Just land, my dude. Yes, yes. Are you stuck? There we go. Alright, that works too. Alright, anyway, so this is how you do it. Not too shabby. Whistle unfollow on that guy, and that's how you tame these things and get primal crystals. Teach. Out.